My name is METİN. This is 187th part of explanation of my theory. According to my theory and my formulas, there is no place for the past in the observable universe picture. 1. Once the light goes away, it never comes back. 2. In accepted physics theories, they say CMBR, cosmic microwave background radiation, comes from the past. It comes from 13.6 billion years ago. Whereas, according to my theory and my formulas, light cannot come from the past, neither CMBR, cosmic microwave background radiation, nor any galaxies' light. 3. Wholly, completely observable universe's picture is not from the past. 4. There is no place for anything that comes from the past in the whole, completely observable universe picture. 5. According to me, I have told you before, there are two types of light in our universes. One of these light types is successive waves, light of free electron motion forms, and the other one is single wave pulse light that produced and pushed out by proton-bound electron motion forms under the influence of successive waves of free electron motion forms. I advise you to watch my former videos about these subjects. Whether as successive waves of free electron motion forms or as single wave pulses from proton-bound electron motion forms, once produced and propagated or pushed out through the eternity, light never go back, neither as the expanding intertwined spheres the successive waves light from free electron motion forms, nor as the expanding single sphere the single wave pulse from proton-bound electron motion form can shrink. They cannot shrink again to go back. Light spheres cannot shrink to go back to you. 6. Continuous spectrums are products of in motion free electron motion forms successive waves. They are unique carriers of single wave pulse characteristic lines, emission or absorption lines, from proton-bound electron motion forms. Remember, continuous spectrum source is free electron motion form. Here, continuous spectrum. Here, emission lines, characteristic spectrum from proton-bound electron motion form. But only emission lines cannot seems to us in a scale and regular. Only we can sense a pulse, color, and intensity, not these lines. For these lines, we can only see in the context of continuous spectrums of free electron motion forms, like this or like this. Absorption line, emission line. Okay? Yes. If there is no continuous spectrum like this from electron motion form, free electron motion form, in motion free electron motion form, successive waves, okay, variable speed of light, depending on the source, electron motion forms motion velocity, direction and orientation, etc. From my former videos you can listen and see, watch. Then continuous lines from proton-bound electron motion forms. Okay. Ring shape, spherical, source of successive waves, electron motion form, free electron motion form. Another one, proton-bound electron motion form. It cannot produce and propagate successive waves, only first cycle, remember? Yes, I don't want to repeat now. Light spheres cannot shrink to go back. 6. Continuous spectrums are products of in-motion free electron motion forms successive waves. They are unique carriers of single-wave pulses, characteristic lines, emission or absorption lines from proton-bound electron motion forms. 7. This is so important. If we observe the characteristic lines that are shifted, for instance red shifted, it can be possible only as they within a continuous spectrum. It can be possible only as they within a continuous spectrum. It can be seen to us only in continuous spectrum. Only a continuous spectrum as a carrier can bring us these redshifted lines in an order and in a scale. Only a continuous spectrum as a carrier brings to us red or blue all shifts. 8. From the edge of the universe, we see the shifts, high red shifts. For instance, if we observe this continuous spectrum and red shifted or blue shifted or no shifted line spectrum, their sources are still alive and they are still in there, they are at present. Again, from the edge of the universe we see the shifts, high red shifts. For instance, if we observe these continuous spectrum and red shifted or blue shifted or no shifted line spectrum, their sources are still alive. Okay? Proton-bound electron motion forms and free electron motion forms are alive and they are still in there. They work together. They are at present. 9. According to me, whether close to us or far from us, all changes in continuous spectrums, all changes in our vision, in our view, are results of instantly and simultaneously transferred effects by successive waves of free electron motion forms. I will explain next. I advise you to read this text that I wrote under this video. 10. Everything in our observable universe picture is at present. 11. Unless you abandon the constant speed of light dogma, your horizon will be limited to the past. 12. As I told you before, there are two realities. 1. Meta-sensation perception matter reality. 2. Subjective reality that we share with all living species, perhaps with all interacting things. And light is the bridge between the two realities, and absolute simultaneity is built between the two realities. Light velocity and wavelength are variable as the frequency stays constant, and light velocity and wavelength are depending on light source's velocity, direction, and orientation. Yes, I will go on explaining next. Have a good night. See you later.